You know, there are very few staples in a person's life, the things you can really always seem to count on. Well, for more than 60 years, area men have counted on one person in town for a pretty important job. Take a look at this week's In Search Of reports. It's early morning on La Crosse's north side. The time of day, things really start hopping for 83-year-old Ken Garvis.
Morning, Ken's Barbershop.
Ken has been in the barber biz for longer than most of us have been alive.
Since 1946. I've been cutting Harold's hair for, we won't tell him how many years, will we, Harold?
At 20 minutes per haircut, Ken's revolving chair will house 20 different customers or more on any given day.
Most of them go same as usual. Same as before.
Yep, you know the routine.
Okay.
A lot has changed over the years, but a lot hasn't. Yes, gone are the days of the 65-cent haircuts. That was the price when Ken first started. And of course, there's the changing styles.
A lot of flat tops. A lot of long. These younger kids now are wearing it fairly long. And Brett here, he likes his short.
But while things around him change, Ken remains the constant, like sitting down with an old friend.
I used to go to like beauticians or whatever, stuff like that. And you don't get the camaraderie like you do with the barber. So
if you can't have fun when you're getting your haircut, there's no sense of getting your haircut. So you pick the biggest clown around to get your hair cut by.
You didn't have to add that little...
No, I didn't have to.
You didn't have to add that little excerpt.
I thought it was extremely apropos.
It's very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Feels a lot better.
Good. You get to know them, and the conversations are whatever they like to talk about or I like to talk about.
But there's more to Ken Garvis than meets the eye, because this barber is a lover of all things outdoors. Hunting, fishing, golfing, but especially skiing.
Are you ready?
In fact, when Mount La Crosse opened up 53 years ago, it was Ken and 3 others that started the Ski Patrol, a group of volunteers, all well-trained skiers, ready to help in any situation.
Gentlemen, this is Tom down below in chair 2. We've got a dislocated shoulder.
We have to take care of someone that's injured, but we also prevent injuries by... Today we were doing a lot of flagging in some of the areas where the snowmakers made bumps and haven't had a chance to groom them out yet.
He tackles the hills with ease. In fact, watching him, it's easy to forget he's 83 years old.
We put on a lot of miles in a day.
I got 20-some years to patrol yet to catch up to it. It's amazing to see someone his age as active as he is. He skis twice a week. He still shoots on a trap team and shoots well. He goes out west skiing for at least 2 full weeks every winter and skis 5-6 days in a row, all day. And he's the one mixing the drinks at night.
We have a lot of fun. It's not really work.
What do you enjoy more, cutting hair or skiing?
Well, there's money in cutting hair.
But what strikes you most about Ken is not how active he is. It's how he lights up the room just by being in it.
Am I going to be able to get your autograph after this?
Knock it off!
Everybody still looks to Ken for guidance and leadership and just his attitude. It's always great.
Well, he's a remarkable individual. He's an inspiration on more than just the skiing end. He's one of these gentlemen that every day is a good day.
But the sad truth is, every day is not a good day for Ken Garvis. In fact, in recent years, he's had a lot of really bad days. It turns out, just behind the smiles and the personality, behind this 83-year-old so full of life, is a life full of tragedy. Well, I have to tell you, the next part of Ken's story takes quite a turn, and it's honestly very heartbreaking, but in true Ken form, and he is just such an amazing man. He remains positive, He's such an inspiration for people who have faced hardships. And make sure to tune in next week. You can catch the conclusion of our story in the search in our In Search of Spotlight of Ken Garvis. So,
boy, from what I saw there,
isn't he
amazing man. I mean,
yeah.
wait, how old is he? I mean,
yeah.
it's amazing.
You know, when I actually started doing this story last year, and it was just supposed to be a fun story on a guy who's put in so many years at the barbershop and has celebrated more than 50 years as a ski patrol member.
Right.
And he mentioned something in his interview at the barbershop that struck me, and I asked him about it, and I learned a lot more about him than I ever thought I would. And it just kind of proves that just below the surface of whoever you meet, there's always some kind of a story there. And we're going to learn more about him next week. We'll take a break right now. We'll be right back.